This is not happening. Alright, hey guys. I just wanted to capture this moment because I found my dream doll. You guys know my dream doll by now. I hit monetization. And right around the same time that I hit my monetization goals, they're not my goals, they're set by YouTube and Google, I found her for less than she originally cost, which is fantastic. I calculated that out because basically she came in a lot with a whole bunch of things, and the lot costs less than she normally does by herself. So yeah, I want to open this lot with you because I'm really excited. I don't know how much of this footage is actually going to end up in the video of me like cleaning her up and showing her to you guys for the first time, but I did want to catch this on camera because I've wanted this doll for years. And firstly, I ordered this girl 3 weeks ago. The person who sold her to me actually lost her, like lost the whole lot at some point. I did not buy this lot from a collector. I bought it from someone who flipped stuff. So they didn't know what they had, but the second I saw this lot, I saw her and I had to jump on it. So anyway, but yeah, the seller lost the lot for like a week and couldn't find it. And then they ended up shipping it out like 8 days after I purchased it. And then it got lost in transit. So she was in transit for over 2 weeks. So anyway, it's been a long time. I ordered her over 3 weeks ago. I'm very excited to finally have her and the lot. Like, I'm excited about the lot too because it's a bunch of stuff, of course, that I don't have. That's the fun part of buying secondhand is you don't have quite as much control over what you're getting and when you get it if you're collecting by purchasing secondhand lots like I do. But I love that so much. It's part of the way that I try and combat overconsumption is you don't want your stuff anymore? Well, I don't want to buy it new, but I'll buy your old crap. Okay, so let's open her up. I already blacked out all of my like identifying information on here, so but yeah, this box is busted. But yeah, it was weird. I think I saw this basically as soon as it went up because I had been looking on eBay one weekend, and yeah, I was looking on eBay, just sort of hanging out, seeing what was up on a Sunday, and all of a sudden this popped up. It was new. Okay, so here is the packaging. I meant to get I need to go get a box. Hold on, I'll be right back. When I got that American Girl lot in December at like my local thrift store, a lot of the stuff was packed in these shoe boxes. So I'm going to use these, which are now empty, to sort these items because I don't know the condition of everything. There were only a few photos, but I was willing to take a chance to get this doll for a good price. And I was interested in the other items too. So I'm going to sort the things into these boxes because I want to be able to get rid of this. Again, this was in transit for over 2 weeks. So I want to get rid of this, sort these things, and then we'll clean everything up. Okay. All right. The first item is one of the, as I call them, gladiator sandals from Samantha's Frilly Frock outfit. This is part of her Beforever collection. I was actually just having a discussion with someone about these in the comment section of my last video because as Lady Rebecca Fashions pointed out on her channel, these are inspired by a boot from Samantha's time period. However, in metallic pink, they are historically anachronistic. So, all right. So we have one boot. We have a bunch of little accessories in here. So we'll go over those in a second. Have a little beanie. And I had already identified a bunch of these things like from the photos, but I couldn't actually see everything. Some of the stuff was just stuffed in boxes. Okay. Have a little hair dryer. This is different than the one that I have, so that's cool. Doll hanger. Ooh, little curling iron. I don't have one of those. I guess I had the one from Raquel's collection, but okay, this is from like the Innerstar University chemistry set, I think. I don't have a lot of Innerstar U stuff, and I absolutely love Innerstar U. I think it's adorable. Okay, we got some more hangers, and I'm always in need of these. I haven't shown this on the channel, but all of like my Truly Me clothes and everything are actually on a curtain rod above my above my own clothes in my office closet. All right, got the crutches. I already have the crutches, so I'll be able to put these on my Etsy. I haven't started listing things on the Etsy yet. I've just been really busy with editing and everything. So we'll get there. All right, and then, okay, so we have the Williams and Sonoma set. Okay, Samantha's frilly frock outfit. Sorry, that just got overexposed. Everything seems to be in really good condition, so. All right, this I was very excited about. And it has the little shorts. I really like a lot of Maryellen's collection. I just don't have her. I've thought really hard about getting her. I'm still undecided. All right, ooh, this is cute. Cute little white jacket. I thought this was Lainey's, but no, it's not. Okay, so this maybe is one of like the store exclusive ones. We'll find out. Okay. Yep, this is the bubble skirt, like denim dress. This is from a mix and match set. I was not able to identify this one. The reason that I was like pretty certain that this lot was in good condition is because the seller zeroed in on this stain over here. Like that was one of the only things that they like focused a photo on for the lot, was this particular stain. I'm like, okay, if they're focusing in on the stain, I'm going to take that as my way of understanding that if they're not focusing in on something, then everything else is in good condition. Okay, here are these little pants, which are also part of one of the mix and match sets. I love this so much. I have wanted one of the chemistry sets so much. I've almost purchased it before a couple times. I'm so like new from American Girl, so I'm really glad to finally have this. Whoops. Okay. I'm gonna actually put this off to the side. Let's start organizing these things. I'm gonna put small accessories. Here's a small accessory. Little purse. Cute. I don't know what this goes to, but we'll find out. I'm gonna put all the small accessories in here. And then we can put clothes in this one. I don't know if I can get this stain out or not, but we'll find out. And again, if you know what this piece is, because I couldn't find it anywhere, please let me know. Okay, I'm gonna take this stuff off the hangers. I'm so excited that the shorts are in here because the shorts weren't pictured, but that's because they were on the hanger underneath. That's awesome. I'm impressed that this is in such good condition considering the type of fabric it is. There aren't any snags on it. So like, and here we have some welly wisher boots. These are very cute. I think these are Ashlands. I don't have Ashland. I do have wellies though, so they can wear those. And then there are these shoes that go with Maryellen's strawberry outfit. So darling. I love fruit patterns, fruit motifs so much. This is very cool. I don't remember what these go to, but I think there's a gymnastics set in here, and these go to the gymnastics set. Okay. And then there's this little bag, which I believe is all the pieces for the science set. So we have, let's see, okay, a little AG passport, very cute. Progress report. So yeah, this is part of that set. Ooh, American Girl magazine, very cute. Just talked a bunch about old AG stuff in last week's video. Oh, wait, does this actually have the charm? I don't have any of the charms. It does! Where'd my little... I've never gotten one of the charms before, guys. Oh, I love this. It's still sealed. Like, that's really cool. It's still sealed. Okay. So this is the Strong. Very cute. It says, a strong girl doesn't quit when she is having trouble. Julia, age 8, Massachusetts. Very cute. And no, we don't. That's how we get monetized. There are so many starts and stops to the channel. I got so sick twice last year. Like, I got super, super sick. I got COVID last summer so horribly. And I always, like, I have gotten as many vaccinations as they will let me get. Had I not had my vaccine, I would have been in the hospital, like 100%. I was sick for a month. So that being said, like, there have been a lot of starts and stops to the channel as I've been trying to get things going, and I'm just so happy that we're finally monetized. This is huge. So again, this is like my little celebration for myself, is that I got my dream doll, and now I get to open this with you guys. Okay, so the science textbook with a little panda. This is one of the few things I do. I have this pick. I have this hair pick. I got it, I think with one of my very first American Girl orders because it was on clearance. Okay, and then, wait, this is microscope slides? Shut up. Oh my gosh, and they're all in there. That's crazy. And then there's a little test tube. Super cute. Okay, I'm gonna throw this over there. All right, we got another hanger because you can never have enough hangers. It's true, really. I do not have these boots. I know everyone else has these boots in Multiplicity. I do not have these boots, so that's exciting. I think that outfit is really cute. Okay, yep, I was right. Here's the gymnastics outfit, the Innerstar U gymnastics outfit. So I'll put the scrunchie in there because that will need to be laundered. Okay. Here's Samantha's other shoe. I found the name for this when I looked at the lot. I think this is really cute. When my husband and I started dating, we were taking salsa classes together, and I think I tore the dress that I had been wearing to our classes, and so we went shopping one day and he picked out a dress for me in this color that I then started wearing to our salsa classes. It was very cute. All right, I believe we're to our doll now. I've come across some of their accessories while going through this, and I have hidden them because I did not want to I didn't want to ruin the surprise. Again, I don't know what kind of condition the doll is in because there were very limited photos of her, but I was just happy to get my hands on her because you guys know I am not scared of a restoration. Oh, one more hanger. Oh my gosh, I can't. This is not happening. I have Caroline. Not only do I have Caroline, I have a first edition Caroline, just like I wanted. I have a first edition Caroline. I know that because she has the 2011 tag. Caroline's production started in 2011. She was released in 2012, and I think she stayed through 2015. And I really wanted a first edition Caroline because I love the round face. It's not because, like, oh, I have to have the first of something. I just prefer the older classic mold because it's just this really cute chubby cheek. So darling. And here she is. Oh, sweetie, you're so cute. So she has a little scuff on her nose. She has a scuff on her cheek. But I think we can take care of it. Oh my gosh, you're gorgeous. See, how are your limbs? Not bad. That's not bad. She's definitely, yeah, she's a wiggly girl, but we can take care of that. She has a little spot back here on her arm. Yeah, but she looks in pretty good condition. Okay, I'm gonna take her hair out and see how that is. Oh, her hair has been in these braids for a long time. Like a long time. I can tell because of the way the denting is on here. Like, these have been in for probably years. I wouldn't be surprised if these have been in for like 5 or 10 years. So she's going to be quite the restoration, but I am up for it. She's such a cutie. Yeah, she has a connect along wig, which should be easy to restore. I was just worried that maybe she had nylon or something, because I've seen the way a lot of Caroline restorations have come out, and oftentimes people aren't able to recurl the hair. I think one of the issues with folks trying to recurl her hair is they don't actually follow her curl pattern. So the way Caroline's hair falls is it's flat against her head here, and then the curl starts down here. She doesn't have, I usually see people trying to restore her curl pattern so that she has curls that basically start up here, but that's not the way this hair fiber is. This hair fiber is a really long curl, so it doesn't start until it's like about at her chin. Her hair is basically similar to my natural curl pattern. Oh, I should have taken extra allergy medicine before I started dealing with her, because I can feel an allergic reaction coming on. Oh well, such is life. Were you around doggies? I'm very allergic to doggies. Oh, you're such a pretty girl. Her little face is just darling. When I told my husband that I ordered her, so normally when my husband or I make a purchase, we discuss it with the other one first. Not because we don't have autonomy, but because, it's shared family money. We both work very hard. And so we like to discuss with one another when when we want to make a purchase. And he was actually busy with friends. They'd been planning to spend time together for 6 months and kept having to reschedule. So they were all hanging out, and I didn't want to interrupt him because, that time is really important and really special. These are people who are in our wedding, and I just love them. And when I saw her again, I saw her almost as soon as she went up, and someone already had her in their cart. And I had to make a quick decision as to whether or not I was going to get her. And I actually gave the person a few minutes to see if they were going to check out with her or not, because I didn't want to be a jerk and just take someone's purchase when they spotted her first, but they didn't check out. And I confirmed that it was the first edition that I wanted, and I just pulled the trigger. And when my husband got back from hanging out with his friends, I told him, and again, we've been together for a long time, but he told me that he had never seen me so happy before. And I hope I was at least that happy on our wedding day. Maybe not, because you know what? So, story time. The night before our wedding, someone basically tried to break into our condo. I ended up getting 3 hours of sleep. So, it was fun. Anyway, here's Caroline. Yay. Oh my gosh, you guys. Here she is. She's so cute. She has the sweetest little head tilt. I love a head tilt. Just so you know, if you ever want to correct a head tilt, you can. You just have to move the stuffing around and just reposition their heads, and head tilt fixed. But I like your head tilt, girly. Okay, so I just need to scrub up your nose, scrub up your little face, and you're going to be brand new. I think that's going to come right off. I don't think that's anything. I'll get some footage of that, how she's doing close up on a different camera. But yeah, she definitely has crimped hair right now, but she's going to have curly hair when I'm done with her. Oh, let me show you. Here's the thing. Here's what made this whole thing absolutely insane. Let me make sure nothing else is in here. Okay. All right. So, came with her meet outfit. So I have her meet dress. I have her meet shoes. I have her bonnet. I have her bag. Oh, there's something else here. There's a little map. This is Western Europe. Okay, so I think this went with the school set. So yeah, so I have her bonnet. I have her little accessory bag. So all I'm missing is her top. With the way that this was photographed, it looked like there might have been something inside of it. So I thought maybe it was in there. Oh, we should look in. We didn't look in this box, because they just had a bunch of stuff shoved in here. And it might just be the set. Okay, horseback trail. That definitely doesn't go with the William and Sonoma set. Cupcake tin. A little keychain that is not American Girl, but is very cute. Okay, here are the cupcake holders. Another thing that, this is like, I think someone had craft time with some American Girl pieces, potentially. Or they just threw those in here. Really, I'm just looking to see if her top is in here. I love the Williams and Sonoma stuff, by the way. I think it's really, really cute. It's another thing I've almost ordered like a zillion times. Okay, so all the little cupcake liners are there. And now I have all the cupcakes. And there's a little cupcake stand, very cute. I don't know if you guys know how much I love my doll kitchen, but I'm like obsessed with it. Oh, it's like a little, oh, this is Barbie food. I know this because I have an extensive Barbie accessories collection. Not me getting comments in real time. So again, here we go. All right, and then what else is in here? There is My Merry Party straws. I don't even know what these go to. I'm gonna have to do some research. They're these little plastic straws. They look kind of like the ones that came with the American Girl of Today picnic set. I think it was the picnic set. They might not be. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look these up. That says My Merry Party straws. There's no other identifying information on here. Okay, then the Williams and Sonoma baking book. I have the human edition of this. Another one of those little keychains. Okay, yeah, these actually are keychains. Okay, yeah, because they're punched out here. Like the mold actually is made for a keychain. So that's something off-brand. That's fine. They're still cute. Okay, here are the American Girl sprinkles and then the little frosting knife. Very cool. All right, I'm very sorry if I seem a little distracted. I'm very anxious to get Miss Girl cleaned up. So yeah, I'm gonna go get to work on that. Obviously, I've never restored a Caroline before, but that might be a little bit more trial and error. And then once I figure out what works for her, then we'll talk about that. All right, Miss Girl, say goodbye to your old self. You're gonna be new again. So Caroline did have a little bit of wear and tear. She had a black mark on her nose, another one on her right cheek, and then just little spots kind of all over her limbs. She was a pretty filthy girl, and her wig needed extensive work to be restored properly, but I did it. For her restoration, I started off with a magic eraser. I got off that little black spot that was on her nose and another one on her cheek. You do want to be really careful when you're using a magic eraser on an American Girl doll. Just be careful about all of the face paint, that you don't make direct contact between the magic eraser and the face paint so you don't rub anything off that you don't want to lose. Thankfully, I was careful. All of her paint stayed intact, but my goodness, she was filthy. This doll was so dirty. I went over her repeatedly with the magic eraser, and then I got to her hair. I first just washed her hair with a very basic shampoo, and then after I felt like everything was clean, I went back in with my wire tooth comb and a whole lot of conditioner. You can get these combs just in the pet section at your local store. They're very inexpensive, but they're great for working conditioner through the hair. It took me about 45 minutes to get all the conditioner worked through her hair and her hair completely detangled. It was an absolute disaster. This is my first time ever interacting with a Caroline. I was always very intrigued by their wig based off of all of the restorations that I've seen online before. The ends of her wig were really frazzled. It seems like someone probably used a plastic brush, and essentially when you have plastic against plastic, it'll pull those hair fibers or wig fibers and cause them to get stretched out and they lose their shape. So think about like when you curl a ribbon with a pair of scissors and it gets that kink in it. It's the same basic idea. So once her hair was completely detangled, I went ahead and set her to the side and got myself and my tools all cleaned up. The conditioner doesn't really do anything for the hair itself. Again, it's plastic. You're not going to moisturize plastic, but what it does is it makes the hair slippery so that you can actually work the comb through. So that's the real reason for using it. It doesn't condition wigs like it would condition human hair. And that's a really important thing to remember when working with doll hair is that it's doll hair, it's plastic. There are completely different rules for working with plastic, but it is very cute plastic. So the first strategy I tried to relax those damaged ends was I wrapped them on perm rollers and then dipped them into hot water followed by cold water to hold the shape. And that didn't work, unfortunately. It did create a curl, however, the hot water didn't do enough to actually relax those ends. So I ended up having to go in with a flat iron, and I did that on the lowest setting for my flat iron. That was 310 degrees Fahrenheit. And that perfectly restored the ends and made her hair so soft. I did not film that part because I was extremely nervous about using a hot iron on my Caroline, but it turned out perfectly. I couldn't be happier. After I finished flat ironing her hair, then I went in with larger rollers and rolled her hair up and dunked it in hot water, followed by cold water. That's how you actually create curls in doll hair, is you get the curl to form while it's in hot water, and then you get the curl to set by placing it in cold water and letting the curl essentially harden. And here are those final curls. They came out so beautifully. I just absolutely love how her hair came out. I can actually run my fingers through it. I can mist her hair and then curl it with a regular American Girl brush. It's just fantastic. It's like she came new out of the box. And it's time for the big hair reveal. Ta-da! Caroline's wig is fully restored. I will be posting a full tutorial on how to restore her wig next week. In the meantime, please like, comment, subscribe, hype the video on mobile, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.